So let's just get that one done. Okay, excellent. We're live here. Welcome to the Petaverse AMA. Got ICC here. I've got Susan here. We've got Crypto on the Twitter space. We were just talking about whether we alternate like video versus Twitter space, maybe. But yeah, Susan, how's it going?
It's
How's your
good.
week
Yeah.
been?
Yeah. We were talking, CC, about like how Twitter just kind of feels like you get a different experience because you're not on video, you're not seeing the cats and stuff. So we might just start doing this as a live video stream, and then we could just post the recording to Twitter or something like that. And
You can stream live to Twitter.
We do it, the audio, right? But
No,
the
like
problem is,
stream the video. Stream what we're looking at right now to
that's
the old.
true. You're
the old
right.
space.
We
Very good point.
we are doing that at the moment. The only problem with that with Twitter at the moment is you can't interact with the cats. Nothing. So like the chat doesn't come in here in StreamYard, so we can't see what people are saying. So Twitch and YouTube will both bring all the chat in here and also enable people to make their cats do stuff. Whereas at the moment, the Twitter API, Elon in his wisdom decided to make it hugely expensive, I think. So I
miss
don't know.
Twitter. It's now X space.
Yeah. Bless X. So we are live on Twitch and we are live on YouTube as well. We are live on Twitter. If you want to go to my Twitter, if you're in the space, YouTube or Twitch is way better. The links are in. They were tweeted by Petaverse, weren't they? I think, Susan, or is it in the Discord? It's definitely in the Discord. The links to, yeah, it's on both. So if anyone wants to go that route, please do. Other than that, we're just gonna chop it up a bit, I think. So, Cece, do you wanna talk? Should we do some live tech support?
Yes, Mr. Whisker.
Yeah, let's get your cat up here. Yeah.
Yeah, so Mr. Whiskers rocks with me through the metaverse while I'm live streaming. I do spaces on Mondays and Thursdays, and he likes to hang out and he likes to throw up his signs and do his little dances. And so I'm kind of missing him right now. I love the idea of him being like right here.
Yeah, it's definitely nice. I always get the wrong way.
There you go. Yeah. Him like So this is the situation. So I use a couple of different like applications. I was using Animes to get my Ready Player Me avatar. So when I'm streaming, you don't get to see this beautiful face. You get to see my avatar, which is more famous than me. But I don't know how to like get Mr. Whiskers with me. So that's where I'm at. I downloaded the Go Live because I use Go Live Pro like every week, but this Go Live is different. So I'm excited to make it work.
So this is instead of OBS.
Right.
Okay.
So this is like streaming straight through to Zoom or Google Meets or whatever. And it's funny because my OBS virtual camera is available to choose. My Animes camera is available to choose. And then my Nexigo is available to choose, but not the Petaverse Live.
Huh.
Crazy, right? So I'm feeling it's like I'm feeling it's like user error.
I have never used Go Live. So I have a feeling it might be something we need to get Lauren to take.
Well, I have both installed on Lolita, which is my rig. So we both I have Go Live Pro and Go Live. So we can play with whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah. Let's try it.
I'm seeing people trying stuff, and I think maybe have I put the right commands there, Susan? Like cache.
I don't see anything. Because you know what? I don't have your page open. I have this open. Where do I go?
Yeah. Do you see comments?
Hang on a second. No, I'm going to go on there now. And I'm going to mute myself a second in case that screws everything.
And that's coming from YouTube. have I got the old version or something and it's only going to work through Twitch?
I tell you what.
Did you grab the latest version? The latest version works on YouTube.
I thought I did, but then I could be, maybe I'm one behind because I think I might have downloaded it early and maybe I've missed a version or something.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But if they come into Twitch, they should be able to talk.
Yes. Yeah. I don't want to try and
That's-
open Twitch because I think it will really screw up the sound if I do that. Are you on Twitch?
I just did it. I'm on Twitch. I've got it open.
I've screwed something up, haven't I?
Did you launch it for streaming or did you just launch it?
Yeah, I launched it for streaming. I don't think I can go back without going back in again, can I? Maybe I should just do that a second. I'll just go off camera. If you carry on with the conversation, I'll go off camera. I'll just sort this out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Totally. Yeah. So what did you say you're using instead of OBS, CC?
So I use Animes, which is sort of like, a filter for your camera, and I pull that into OBS for my streams.
Oh, gotcha. And this used to work, and now it's not working.
So Animes works, but it's kind of aggressive. It like takes over all your permissions, and it just like throws itself at all of your stuff instead of you getting to choose it. So I thought maybe that was overpowering the Petaverse app. So I uninstalled.
But it lets you do it if you go through OBS. It works for you, right? Like if you launch Petaverse Live Pro and OBS, it works for you, right?
Yes, okay, I can get Animes and Petaverse Live Pro. Yeah, with OBS.
Yeah.
So
but not without OBS. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to not use OBS, right?
Yeah, because I wanted just because the Petaverse Live says that once you launch it, you can just go into whatever meeting platform you're using, and then choose the camera. But the camera option's not there, and I thought maybe it was the Animes messing up the works, so I uninstalled it, and hopefully, but that didn't seem to, and restarted Lolita. So I'm sad because I could see, like, I could see him. I could see him, but you guys can't see him.
Why don't you launch OBS? Oh, but you're saying it's not working at all. Even if you launch OBS now, it's not working.
Right. I can't choose, like, I can't even choose the virtual camera or anything, the option there. So I'm going to just, let me see. Let me connect. I know. I just know how to mess stuff up, I tell you.
It means that you're good at testing.
I am a tester's nightmare.
we need people to break stuff. It's always good when people break stuff.
I love breaking stuff. Oh wait, wrong one. Wrong wallet. Do you guys ever have too many browsers and too many wallets and you can't remember what NFT is in what wallet?
Yes, all the time.
Welcome to Web3. That means you're a proper degen. I have 52 tabs open. Ugh.
What I really hate is that you can't use the same browser with different MetaMask wallets. I've had to have like different browsers installed so that I can have multiple wallets. Like I actually had to install Edge. I don't know. I don't know if there is. No one has told me a way to do it. It's apparently just like a known evil. But
I think you can import wallets into like one wallet. Oh look! Oh,
he's working.
That's cute.
Yeah, that was the new. I was messing around there, but this is the new.
Is that the catnip? Yeah. I want that. I want. Gimme.
And it's in test right now. I'm this is on staging, but I wanted to see it. So our QA checking it. So by next
cute. I love the little aura. The little
it's cute, isn't it?
I love it. I want it.
We're also We're also prioritizing getting like in time for launch, getting the accessories working so you can like put glasses on your cat and things like that. And equip stuff. Great.
You know, I love me some.
Yeah, it's really cute. It's a nice implementation, right? This isn't live yet, so I was just messing around with it to make sure it works nicely. I kind of feel like he has to take over a lot of the screen because it's such a big animation. I feel like I need to like move myself off to the sides, give my cat room to do his thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
I feel like you have to do that.
Is the downside. Maybe I can go like that.
you know what I really love about Petaverse Live that's not in Pro? I don't think in Pro you can't like move him around the space.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can. Oh,
In
nice.
both you can. Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
cool.
The difference is in Pro you can do more. You know, you can make him bigger or smaller and things like that. But that's coming to the light version as well. We're gonna let
I love
people, I
that.
think, make them bigger or smaller. This yeah.
Yay.
We're also, I think, next week and starting to investigate Discord and getting this all working in there too, because that would be another good option. Would be Discord live streaming.
Absolutely.
I think
a lot of that.
So yeah, so thanks for doing that call, CC, when I was away. I appreciate that.
That was so fun. I got to meet the team and they were super nice and they like listened and they asked me some really good questions. And I kept having, those moments where you're like, oh, and I'm sure they were like, no more. So it was really nice to get to know them.
Is it
They're
working
great.
now or what's going on?
the
Oh,
cat.
me?
Yeah, the cat's working.
It's working. It is, okay. Because I just typed in Twitch and I didn't see anything happen.
Oh right, it was for all the previous ones.
Oh, that's good.
I might be maybe, yeah. Oh, I think maybe this is the wrong build. I think I got an early one and there was a couple of commands that weren't working in the release. Because it wasn't the proper release, it was one that you put into the Discord and I just grabbed it. I think I might be one out. So if you try dance.
All right. In Twitch or in YouTube?
Twitch. Well, let's try Twitch first. See, that worked a minute. That worked when Kennel Club did it 3 minutes ago.
Try something.
There you go.
Really? I'm not seeing it on your Twitch stream. What is going on?
Oh, it just did the dab a second ago.
Oh, there it goes. It's the delay. It's a delay. I think you are on an old build and you had to go with capital letters. And so that's what's going on is I was being lazy and I was typing lowercase letters. So yeah, it is working.
Yeah. I think I need to update it. Is there that much of a lag between my camera and that? What's going on? Why am I lagging?
There was a big lag between that and that. But I don't think you have the YouTube version working yet because I don't see anything happening there.
No. I think I just need to bin the ones that I've got at the moment. It's definitely working on Twitch.
It's got to be the weirdest stream for anyone who's sitting in on Twitter. We are doing live tech support here.
Yeah. We're messing around. It's technology. I've got an old build. Cece's downloaded some new stuff. That's all going wrong. I feel like I'm on a massive delay here, which I don't understand.
There is, because if I switch back and forth between StreamYard and here, there's definitely a delay between the two.
StreamYard and where? Oh, Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Twitch will be
the live versus the
Yeah. I just thought I was getting a lag in StreamYard, and I'm like, that is a problem.
No, not in there. No, not there. Just in Twitch. I see what I've done here. Okay, I've got like multiple screens up now, so I can see this stuff.
Yeah. So what's in the new one? Do you want to show? Do you want to show the screen?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, hang on a second. I will. go like this.
Because this has come so far. I love the sort of, wouldn't it be good if, the thing I worry about is the signs and switching
Yes,
them off, which
that's
is
easy.
brilliant.
That's already possible. Yeah. So
Yeah,
this
that's
is the
in this
new
build.
version. Yeah, the UI is improved. The UI when you log in is improved. I'd have to go all the way back out to show that, but that's all. The onboarding into the launch is much more elegant now. But so this is where the control screen is. So it's a lot of things that you've already seen, like kitty with cash,
Yeah.
kitty cheering. There's also, if you do this enough, some of them have different things. Like you've seen this dancing. I think there's 3 different dance moves in here. I haven't seen the dab yet. There we go. There's the dab. Donate seems to still be cash. But we've got where we gone? Here we go. The catnip is the newest edition that's coming. Actually, what I want to see is so if I go back settings and change the cat into a kitten, I think that'd be quite cute. Can I start this over again? I can start it over again. There we go. Here's the kitten.
And each of these screens is user configured. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you go into settings, you can change your presets. So this allows you to change the page. There's 6 pages of pre-slots. You can change the action associated with each of the slots. You can change what the person has to type. Whether it's shown or not. So this goes back to your the sign. We can hide the sign that way.
Yeah.
And there's a demo. I haven't even seen this yet. There's a little demo to show you what that means.
Nice.
Super cute. Yeah. So we could change that to be money and copy clipboard. That allows you to quickly tell everyone what they are. So I can call this test. Okay, and then close. So now you should be able to. Actually, this is on mine, so that's not going to help us too much. Yeah, but it should be called money instead of cash. There we go. And so if I were the one hosting the stream, you could type !money instead of cash.
Nice.
And then in there, you can change between the cat and kitten version, obviously, or you could change altogether, and I can bring out a different cat. So yeah, anyway, so that's coming along really nicely. We got the team at Twitch really excited about what we're doing as well, which is cool. So we're going to be doing some stuff with them that's in the works. Oh, hang on a second. I lost my cat now. What's happened there? Why did I lose my cat?
He's gone down the bottom of your screen.
I think I closed. Has he gone where?
He's
you're right. Yes. Oh my God.
Bottom. Yeah.
Oh, he's very elegant. I like him.
So are you using live?
And so what else? We are.
Sorry.
I'm using the pro version of live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm using the pro version of live.
Cool.
That's what you were asking, right?
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely. Is it the light version or the pro?
No, it's the pro version. I have not seen the new light build yet. But yeah. Meanwhile, the game's coming along great. I'm really excited about that. Loads of stuff is going on. I showed off obviously the Crossy Road, which is called Epic Walkies on Twitter, and we've been showing off the flea spotting game, which is awesome, called Bug Bash. The next one that we're going to be showing off is called Cat versus Food, and so it's essentially a series of food coming by that the cat has to eat, and you have a certain amount of time to eat as much food as you can. And every once in a while, a boot comes by, and you don't want to eat the boot. And so if you have, it's like a quick reaction reflex thing of swiping past the boot to get to the actual food. And it's adorable. My God, my art team is so cool. I'm just loving watching this come together. So that's the one that we're about to see. Look at that, and my cat agrees. I did not do that.
It's got great eyes, your
so that's
cat.
coming, and milkshake. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Lloyd said thank you. Milkshake Meow Down. A build is coming together of, which is one of those like you're having to serve the cats really quickly, jumping back and forth between lines. So that's going to be able to be shown soon. And my absolute favorite, which we haven't shown off yet, is a mini game called Knock It Off. And so Knock It Off is the cat's gotten onto it and has a period of there's a bunch of different modes, but essentially it's just knocking shit off the table. And one of the modes is like this God mode where, like red light, green light. So the cat's trying to knock shit off the table. And every once in a while, Nedge, one of the Celestials, comes in and you just see this massive face, like this sort of face comes in, like looking, and the cat has to stop. And then when it goes away, the cat can go back to knocking stuff off the table. I'm not doing it justice. It's like my favorite thing in the world. I wish I had a version of it that had more art, so I'd want to show it publicly. But it's absolutely adorable. So that's one of the mini games. I think one of the more clever mini games that my team's doing.
We've got Make on the space.
Hey, Make, you coming up on stage, Make?
I'm getting a heart.
Hey.
Hello, mate.
Can you hear me?
Yep, got you.
Can hear you.
How you
doing, Meg?
Doing, yo? How you doing, Susan? Tunes?
Yeah, I'm good.
Currently running back from an IRL meeting, but missed the heck out of you all. And there's my girl, Cece. Biggest love to my Hawaiian Island family.
How are you guys? So you're in Maui, is that right?
I'm on Big Island, so
You're on the Big
I'm
Island.
next
Okay.
door,
So
next door neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is it like? It seems like it's one of those things. Like everyone talked about it while it was happening, and now like you're not seeing anything on the news about it, which is
It's
troubling.
still pretty brutal.
Yeah.
I work in my real world job is in I'm a community health worker, and so my job is to provide support for people in need. And so all of available resources statewide are being funneled to Maui right now. So we've been just organizing. I focus on digital literacy and digital equality. So I've been like packing up spare laptops. I've been helping to advocate for legislation to, rebuild, attending a lot of meetings about, the cell phone companies and the, cable providers and what they're doing to, not just replace the aging infrastructure, but what are they doing to make it better and more accessible in addition to, fixing what is broken. So it's an ongoing thing, and yeah, I could talk about it.
That's amazing. That's awesome that you're doing that. I feel like I wonder once we're live, we should do something to help Maui. We should have like a Hawaiian setup for the cat that we can like.
What if we had a hula emote with a little?
That's what I mean. We could have a hula,
it could be
a flower lei.
A culturally sensitive, like a pink flower lei, because pink is the color of the island of Maui. And you could have like a hula emote, which is like the Hawaiian, sort of motion for like love. So this is like giving love, and you could just have something very sweet and simple with a little like, and then like, yeah, that would be really sweet.
I love that. Can you send me those suggestions? Because I'd love to do it properly, like you said, and not have it be silly and cartoony. And I can get that
like something really sweet. I would love that.
Hey,
Aww.
Yeah, Hawaiian kitty.
Real quick, while I'm at a stoplight, because I just met IRL with Cece's friend from Maui, literally just now, but or Hawaii. Cece, I think it'd be great. You should get Susan connected with your women's group, your Power Women's group at Web3.
Oh, Susan.
Cool.
I knew you ladies like me.
Love Power Women's groups.
We're the Web3 sirens. And
awesome. I just got my Barbie fix last night. Finally, I'm so late watching the Barbie movie. Loved it. I loved the Barbie movie. It was awesome.
Absolutely. I'll send you an invite. I'm writing a list, a to-do for Susan list right now.
Fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. But yeah, I'm excited. I cannot wait. I don't know why we didn't think of this before. But now in light of the disaster. So one of the things that we want to do once, and I'd love to get feedback from the community generally on who you care about, is I want to get some charity tie-ins going. Like once we launch, and especially once we start, having subscriptions and things that you can download and pay for and stuff. I want to start lining up some cool charities that we can, give some of that money to. So I'd love ideas about things like that. We're not quite ready for it. It'll probably be like early next year by the time we start converting to like looking at getting, these mass market, cat owners to start paying for stuff. But once we do, I think I would really love a charity tie into that. So I want it to be like a maybe it's like every month it's a different charity. So it could be like Humble Bundle, and you could say like I want to give an extra $1 every month to whatever that charity is, and then maybe there could be something specific for that charity that you could put on your cat, like a T-shirt or a hat or something like that. So got all sorts of ideas about that.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, mental health in particular. I love the idea of like a mental health virtual pet.
Oh, and it's so important at the moment. Look at the state of Web3. People need all the help they can,
Yes. Yeah. We never got going on this. Rick
Hey,
said this
no
idea.
chill.
Rick had this awesome idea about us.
People came to hang out with me and ICC last night, yesterday, and we hung out. We talked about the future of VRM, GLBs, and the metaverse. And you know what? It was great to change the story of what Web3 is and instead talk about the future. And I think if we continue that breath, we'll get where we're going.
That's great. Sure. That's awesome.
Because Web3 is great. People suck.
Yeah.
That is all true.
Have you seen the stuff, Susan, with this Creator League?
I have. Yeah, that looks pretty dire.
That guy's in Wales, isn't he? The first one that said
he is. I saw this. I got really excited when I saw this. I don't think he lives there anymore. I kind of think he's like in Australia or New Zealand or something. But it said he's Welsh. He's like a Welsh voice actor.
Yeah,
I totally saw it. It was the first thing I noticed too.
I mean, the stupidest thing in the world is anyone saying the technology is bad. I'm not doing it because Web3 is involved. It's just stupid. That's like saying I'm not using the internet because a lot of the .com bubble was a scam. And it's like, yeah, people were bad.
Yeah.
Not the fundamental underpinning technology.
This just shows. Totally. It proves my point, right? That the space has gotten so toxic that we have no choice but to take a half step back to Web 2.5 and show people why they should care.
Yeah. And I think weirdly,
to avoid that kind of backlash.
Yeah, this Creator League might actually do it, because if people stay in it and then they see, actually, this is kind of a good use of it, because it's only $20 to mint it, and you get $20 of chocolate bars. So it's kind of like costing you nothing, really.
Yeah,
so in terms of the scam, it's not terrible. But I did think you should be more worried about what they're paying you to do than the technology that's enabling it. Because it could be a Web 2 scam or it could be a Web 3 scam. That's the bit I'd be
scams everywhere, right? Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. The world's got no shortage of those, sadly. I
CC's
thought you were getting your cat on there, CC. You still trying?
Oh,
yeah, unsuccessfully trying.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the OBS virtual camera and it's freezing. My life is over.
No.
One thing, I don't think cameras like changing in midstream.
No,
you kind of have to log out and then log everything back in, which is a bit of a pain. But it's a camera thing, not so much anything to do with Petaverse.
Yeah, I've had certain video platforms have made me log out of everything. Like they don't want the camera; they think the camera's in use, and then I've had to go in and do it.
Yeah. I think in an older version of OBS, you used to have to do that. If you didn't start OBS, get all of that switched on before you went to whatever was going to consume it, you had to go back out and do it all in reverse and get it set up. Oh, I like that. What's your cat doing there?
He was getting fed. It's because he's so big. I'm not used to him being so big on screen. And the other
back.
cool. I think the other thing we should do. You know what I want to do is look. Maybe next week, maybe the following week. I don't know. One or the other. We should look at doing a live demo of some of the app. Of the core game,
yes,
on screen, because I can share screen and show it. I want to wait. At least want to wait till next week because I want cat versus food to be in there. But that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So when do you reckon will be the first sort of chance people get to play some of the games? Would you?
So our target for what we're loosely calling an alpha or a beta, depending on the day and how we think about it, is late October. Is late October. But before then, I do plan to let some folks, some of our sort of close community folks like yourselves, get access to it because we absolutely want feedback. So I don't know the date on that yet. I wouldn't, that might be in the next few weeks.
You can't put a firm date on these things because you're developing stuff. So it really is
a lot
when
of things
it's ready.
coming together at once. Just to give you some sense of what's happening over the course of the next 2 months, we are getting the first batch of games together. And the way this is going to work is that every day you'll come in, and as I think I've mentioned, there are 3 stats. There's your sort of caring, which is like grooming. There's feeding, obviously. And then there's your pet just needs some attention and socialization time with you. So every day it's a different mini game that for each of those.
Twitter space just rugged.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, it. Oh, wow. You're right.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There's only a couple of people left.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll keep talking. The mini game that you play to fulfill your stats changes each day. And so we cycle through them, and there are leaderboards associated with that. And so you might have to play the game a few times to fulfill needs, depending if you're any good at it or not. You might be really good at it and do it once. But so we're finishing that first set of mini games. Hopefully there'll be a couple of each so we can start to cycle them. And some of them have different modes. The journal system is being implemented right now so that your pet is off having adventures, and that's what influences what they need. That's being built. The accessories system, so that you can change what your pet's wearing and change the space around them. All those accessories and things are being built now. The space itself is being built right now. The adoption center experience, where you come in and you basically bond with a pet and you can edit them, that's all being built right now. And so not to mention the system that allows you to invite a friend and make a cat for them, that allows us to give away stuff via like a code claiming system. So loads and loads of stuff is happening all simultaneously, but we're on schedule. We've got a great producer who is continually putting my mind at ease that we're kind of where we're trying to be for that. So that and a quest system so that you have a you can earn points for doing things and be able to unlock stuff. So a lot has to come together over the next couple months.
In terms of the journaling and that, will that be like each individual cat is having its own adventure? So if you've got 8 of them, there'll be 8 different stories.
Correct. I think you have to. I know we're trying. So we certainly have some people who have more than one. That'll be folks in the Genesis community, folks like Tunes, who's got a lot more than one. So we're trying to work out like if it's like you have one out at a time and you have to like how that's going to work. For like the mass market, they only get one. They'll be able to subscribe later and get maybe more than one, maybe get 2. But we're trying to figure out the most elegant way of handling the fact that there are people out there with like 20, 30, 40 cats and how we reconcile that with the system. So
20, 30, 40 does, at a point go, who's going to play that much? I mean, I've got about 8.
In Nintendogs, you can have a whole bunch of dogs, but you have one out at a time. So that's what we're trying to figure out. Or maybe maybe do we let you have a couple out because you're part of the Genesis, like that kind of stuff we're trying to figure out, because we always want to make everyone feel like it's valuable to have more than one. So anyway, that's some of the stuff that we're still thinking through and figuring out.
Yeah, at the same time though, you wanna focus on dealing with the 85% first, don't you? Well, not necessarily first, but you've got to focus on
We
that.
only have one. Yeah, we need to constantly balance both. Our earliest community are super special to this project, and we always want to make sure that everyone feels taken care of. It's even an interesting question for the community. One of the things I'm sort of thinking about now is, as we start to sort of welcome in more mass market, where do we put them, like in the Discord server? Like, I always want to keep sort of this special sectioned off gated community of folks who have an Ethereum pet, but then there's going to be like someone's mom who comes in, who has a cat. Like, we want them to feel welcome too. So how do we welcome them, especially if they don't care about NFTs and want to hear about that stuff? So one of the questions that like Beth and I are trying to figure out is like, what does that look like? Because we have an awesome community. We don't have that degen flipper community, really, or at least if they are, you do a bit of that, right? But that's not why you're with us. And there are loads of folks like that who aren't with us because of their collecting, and flipping. So I think that we have an easier time than some projects would about mixing those communities. That's like, look what the Doodles guys must be contending with, right? And they haven't really dealt with it all that great. But they're trying to welcome in the Disney-esque mass market, and then they've got the early Doodles holders who are like, what the fuck? So a lot of projects, I think, are going to deal with how do we get these two worlds to meet.
And I think in a way, Discord-wise, you don't want it too complex. You don't want millions of channels, because that just dilutes things. It's almost like
100%.
A channel's got to perform a function. There's got to be a reason for it to be there, because what's most important at the start is that activity, that people can get involved in. And you don't want to separate too much. Yes, the OG stuff that's there, that's like, hey, you're going to be our beta testers. Great. That's a channel. There's a reason for that. But you don't want 100 channels, and then you're basically splitting everyone. Maybe in the future you do, because maybe there's all these special interest groups that people want to form into and stuff like that. But that's like when you're 100,000 deep on it.
Yeah, totally. I think our collectors are like they're like the red carpet. It's like it's like you go to a nightclub and there's always a little room that you kind of have to get into. And that was kind of always how I saw sort of Club Petaverse, and like there are collectors. And so I think it'll probably be like that. There'll be an area just for folks who did that. And then there'll be a place for people just in the community who just have a cat. And and hopefully they'll start to learn and become educated by that and start to understand what blockchain's about too. So
and then maybe there will need to be, there might be a streamers channel, as an example, for people who are bending Petaverse Live as much as it can bend, and
100%.
coming up with the new use cases.
Yeah. So I think it's just going to take some thought about a structure, that meets everybody's needs and stuff once we're a little bit closer to the launch. So, well, cool. Well, we rugged, but this was fun.
Yes.
And we had
it's always fun going on a magic carpet ride with you guys. For sure.
But look, we're gonna plan for next week, and I might do a little demoing, and I'm gonna make sure, Yael, that you got the latest and greatest. Whether or not it's live, I'll make sure I get you the build that I'm on.
Yeah.
So that you can mess with it.
Sure.
And I will bring Mr. Whiskers. I will figure this out.
Love it. I love it.
But so if we do that next week and we've got a demo, that's great. That's perfect use of video. So I don't know whether we try and sustain the Twitter space. It just feels like it's a side channel.
It does.
You forget about. And of course, they're not seeing anything you're demoing. So it's almost better to do it, and we can release a recording afterwards anyway.
And we can just post the link, come to Twitch. It's not that hard to click a link.
Yeah.
We all have Twitch.
Actual facts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
Tell the team to be on the watch for links Did you see the Discord problem? They've just
No,
allowed
what did I
people.
miss?
You can
They've allowed
hide
people to
malicious.
mask links using markup.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah,
Bad things happening.
brilliant for Web3, isn't it? You know, you can
Jesus.
now post something that looks like OpenSea, but actually is a scam site, and it will be
Yeah.
covered up in Discord. So
Ugh.
it's almost like Discord just needs to go. Nobody can post a link, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. We have that mostly locked down, you know, because during the whitelisting we had to lock it down as well. But I'm gonna get on that tomorrow and make sure that Beth and Tom check to make sure that we're doing everything we can to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, even if it's just having a bot that every 10 minutes pops a message in to say, do not click any links. The only links that
Not posting
exist are
that.
the official links
Yeah,
in this channel.
exactly.
That is
Exactly.
it. Don't trust me. Don't trust Susan. Don't trust anyone, because people can mimic your ID in Discord.
They did all the time. There was one day, I swear it was every 2 minutes I had to like ban another person who said they were me on there.
Yeah. Which is really shit, because if they're going to impersonate you, they can at least come and do some work for you and take some of the heat off you.
Yeah, look, the cat's volunteering. So
Yeah.
so there we go. There we go. All right. Well, look, I will make sure to get you a new build before next week, and we'll get a plan together, and maybe we can get makeup here with this cat too, and get some other cats on screen.
Yes, we have a cat
Yeah.
party. I wanna have a
Totally.
cat party.
Love it. Love it. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
Okay,
Bye.
brilliant. Great to see you
Hey, for
guys.
CC.
See.
Kiss,
Bye.
kiss.
Bye.